All right, and here we're going to look at solving inequalities with addition and subtraction. So the first one we have is, it says solve and graph. So we're going to do two things. So notice that this one looks a lot like, oh here, sorry, it says x minus 12 is less than 5. Notice that it looks a lot like x minus 12 equals 5. Okay, and there you would just add 12 to both sides and then get x equals 17. All right, no big difference here. Opposite of subtracting 12 is adding 12. So we add 12 to both sides. It's the same with inequalities, adding and subtracting. Okay, so we get x is less than 17. Ta-da! That was it. So the sign does not change, and just 5 plus 12 is 17. Now to graph, make our line. There we go. Throw some numbers in. Looks good. I'm going to put the 17 in the middle. Need some numbers smaller than 17, like 16 and 15. Some numbers bigger, like 18 and 19. All right. And since it's just less than, there's no or equal to, there's no line underneath it. It's going to be an open circle, not shaded. And remember our variables on the left, so we just follow that inequality, and we're going to shade to the left. So all those numbers are less than 17. Okay. And for number 2, this is going to be just like how we would solve 17 equals 21 plus y. All right. For here, you would subtract 21 from both sides because it is a positive. You're adding, and it is a positive 21. So the opposite of adding a positive 21 is subtracting. Okay. And there you would get y equals negative 4. Same thing over here. Subtract 21 from both sides. Just cancel out. You get y. And you have 17 minus 21 is going to give us negative 4. Ta-da! So the sign does not change again, and you just subtract. That's fine. However, okay, I would box it because I easily forget, but I need to switch these around. Remember, our variable needs to be on the left side. So let's switch these around. So I'm going to put the y on this side. I'm going to put the negative 4 on this side. But remember, if you switch them around, you also have to switch around that inequality. So instead of pointing to the left, it's pointing to the right. Instead of less than or equal to, it becomes greater than or equal to. And that's the final answer. Now let's graph it. Why does the variable need to be on the left? Because when we graph, we can graph it super easy. So let's put negative 4 in the middle. Let's put negative 5, negative 6, smaller numbers, and then bigger numbers to the right. Negative 3, negative 2. We're going to circle that negative 4. And it does have that line underneath. It does have the or equal to, so it's going to be a closed circle. And which way are we going to shade it? Since it's on the left side, okay, we can just look at that inequality, and it's pointing to the right. And there we go. Now let's look at number 3. 16 minus 9z plus 10z is less than or equal to 15, just like before, just like if it was 16 minus 9z plus 10z equals 15. Same thing, you want to combine like terms first. So combine that negative 9z plus 10z is 1z. So 16 plus 1z is less than or equal to 15. And just like before, we want to subtract that 16 from both sides, and we get z is less than or equal to -1, and number line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -1 in the middle, smaller than -1 is -2, and -3, bigger is 0 and 1. Circle that -1. There's a line underneath, so we're gonna shade it in. It's gonna be a closed circle, and its inequality is pointing to the left. That's it. And the last one is a word problem. No, it's easy, don't worry. So here it says, De'Aaron Fox, hey, Kings, Sacramento, made 1,489 points so far in the season. Okay, I just made these numbers up. I really have no idea how many points they make. So if the record is 2,050 points in a season, how many more points does he need to make to break the record? All right, so he already made 1,489 points. All right, and he has to make some more, so make some more. How many more? We don't know. I'm going to let that be a variable. And the record is 2,050. So if he needs to break the record, does he need to have less than or more than? He has to have more than, right? So it has to be greater than 2,050. So set up the inequality first and then solve. Hey, it's just like that one. So we're going to subtract 1,489. Why did I choose this number? All right. And these cancel out. We get x is greater than, okay, it's going to be a 1 here. This 4 became a 4, 14, that becomes 6, that becomes 10, 9, 9, so 561. So he has to make more than 561 points. Okay. And I'm not checking. Okay. So he has to make more than 561 points in order to break that record. He can't make 561 because he has to make more than in order to break it.